Karne, and I welcome you to the digital channel of RSCOE. Today we have with us members of Redline Racing Club, very ambitious and dynamic personalities. We have Shantanu Shinde, who is from third year mechanical, and along with him we have Nachiket Bhate, who is in third year mechanical department. So first of all, I want to ask you both that what is this Redline Racing Club?
Redline Racing is about we as engineering students to come up with solutions to build a Formula student vehicle. It is a multidisciplinary field which includes students from all the departments.
Okay, and when was this club started and what was the motive behind it?
The club was started in 2014 by Pushkaraj Karyakarte, and he believed that building vehicles was kind of it was his passion, right? And he started developing on it. In the first year, we had like 4 members at this time, but over the years we have grown. And our motto has turned into obsession over talent, in which we believe that if you have the drive to work for a team, it's good enough, because you don't necessarily have to be the most talented guy to work for a team, right?
Okay. So when we see this term Redline Racing, so what is this Redline?
Redline is actually a term used in motorsport. It is the highest level of safety and performance.
And what are your roles in this club?
I'm the team captain and the finance lead. I've worked in CA department as well.
I'm actually a battery lead. I design a battery and overall the electronic package of the electric car. And secondly, I'm a dynamics person. I have systems of suspension and steering. So steering is basically a hardcore mechanical, and the battery is interdisciplinary approach of electronics, electrical and mechanical.
Okay. So you are in this club since last 2-3 years, and I want to ask that what are the achievements that has been made by this club till now?
So the club was founded, we competed in 2015 for the first time, and we came in All India rank 75. In the following year, in 2016, we came in All India rank 34, and that year we actually came in All India rank 6 for engineering design, which was kind of a big feat considering it was our second year. And in 17 and 18, we won the cost and manufacturing event, like we were All India rank 1, and we had our overall ranking in top 15 All India rank. And in 2019, which was our peak, we came in All India rank 3 overall, and we also came in All India rank 2 for engineering design.
So what are the different competitions for this field?
We have competed in Supra, SA India, which and then we have also competed in Formula Bharat. There is another event known as Formula Imperial in the country. We are planning to compete in a couple of years, but it's not as well known as the other two. And there are other events in foreign countries, but we are still hoping to conquer our country first before approaching you.
So you said one term, that is Supra. So can you say more about it?
Supra is an event organized by SAE. SAE is Society of Automotive Engineers, which is a global organization, and that organization has led to it's been like in like 60-70 countries, and then that organization holds like events such as Supra SA India. It also has other events such as Tiffin. Okay, there's another team in our college known as Mechatronics, and they are participating in the Tiffin event, and they have had some success in that as well. And we also have something known as the Baja. It's kind of like a dune buggy event. We used to participate in Baja, but due to our seniors and their decisions and priorities, we plan to shift to Formula Student, because Formula Student vehicle, because it's more broader, like it's more like entertaining and more complex, and it actually has a large scope of improvement for the students.
Right. Okay. So it is a general perception that when we see the term racing or cars, so we think that it only belongs to mechanical department or electrical department. So how the other departments also contribute here, and especially when we see the coding part, so how it is beneficial to you?
Since 2019 and 2020, we have shifted our focus to electric vehicles. So electric vehicle is basically a combination of mechanical, electronics, electrical and computer as well. So So you need computer engineers, you need electrical engineers to design the vehicle. There are some basic parts of vehicle which are designed by the mechanical engineers, but the brain of the vehicle, the main systems of the vehicle are designed by electrical and computer engineers.
Okay. So I have heard that in this field there is need of cloud computing. So how it is used here?
So cloud computing is kind of used for data logging and transmission of data while we are in the pit, because we can't have long wires connected to the vehicle and have the data transmitting, right? So we also use a modem kind of system and network architecture, so that we we travel the data between the vehicle to our pit more efficiently, and it doesn't have a ton of time delay, because if time delay increases, the safety of the driver is compromised, and we believe to optimize the vehicle that way. And we are also planning on using a system known as Canvas interface, which is an up and coming system in most electric vehicles, and that would actually optimize the cloud computing part.
Okay. So if a student is means wishing to join this club, so what are the skills he need previously, and during the placements, how this club will benefit to him?
Okay. I'll be honest with you. In first year, when I joined, when I came to the college, I had very little to no understanding about cars. And for me, this club, it I actually came in knowing nothing about cars and Formula student vehicles in general. So I approached these guys. They gave us some course material to study to understand the subsystems first, because we understand that as students we don't have the necessary expertise, right? We are only familiar with the basics of physics up until 12th grade, and specifications regarding cars isn't taught to us. So we actually believe that the student should be passionate enough and obsessive enough to join the team and work hard to understand the parts. We'll actually give the course material. Suppose a student from first year is willing to join the team, we'll contact one of our team members. That person will share a Google Drive which has an overview of all the subsystems, and based upon his or her liking, that person can learn the respective subsystem, and based upon that, that person will be asked to call for interviews, and he'll be given tasks, and based upon the performance in those tasks and his eagerness, we'll recruit him into the team. And now regarding the placements, a major concern with placements is that students, although they might understand the theoretical part, they don't have a grasp on the practical approach. And the thing about teams like ours is that you get to actually get hands-on experience on the fields. If I were to give an example, there's this subject known as VC, Vibration Control Engineering, mechanical third year, and there's this thing known as suspension, and those two are kind of correlated. But in VC, the practicals, it's rather limited to the understanding of the student. But while you're actually working on the dampers, the vehicle dynamics of the vehicle, you understand it more thoroughly. And while explaining to the interviewer about your field of interest and that you have worked in this team, they might ask about the team, right? And you could actually explain what subsystem you have worked in, what you understood from that, and how you correlated it with the theoretical part that you learned in the college. And it basically showcases that you can explain the things in your own way, and you can actually visualize stuff in front of your eyes while explaining that. That actually boosts your confidence, and it's a key factor in getting placed.
So now when we come to the part of designing the models, the main thing is funds. So how you manage these funds? And
our college is actually generous enough to give us 50% of our funding for the project. The other 50% comes from our dedicated sponsorship team, which approaches on a regular basis, and we tend to categorize the sponsors into various fields so that we could streamline the sponsorship process. Suppose if a company can sponsor us the manufacturing components, or if they can directly give us the parts, then we don't have a necessary need for money, right? So we prefer, we actually see what things are needed, and based upon that we approach the sponsorship.
so what are the difficulties when you are making the model, and what support do you need?
The difficulties can be firstly, building a vehicle, building an original idea of a vehicle is a bit difficult, right? So people tend to improvise on the previous model in some sense or the other. So this actually limits our reach into the scope of growth. So we believe that if we could combine the two fields, original ideas and modification, it could be more streamlined. That is more of a technical problem. But if you look at the management and the things, time is a crucial issue for students because we have colleges up until 4, we have other like extra classes for placements and higher education, right? So like finding the like dedicating the amount of time to the team is difficult for most students. So we believe that if like attendance could be like if we could have like a relaxation period on the attendance, that might work for us. And like as the students are like learning the things practically, they are bound to understand the concepts in the class, right? So we are also like encourage students to get good marks and attend the extra lectures so that they don't miss up on the theoretical concepts as well, because marks are just as important as the practical things.
So any last message you want to give to our aspiring students who are wishing to join this field?
Okay, if you want to join the field, just be passionate about, put in the effort, and if you put in the right amount of effort, you are bound to like learn something. And don't try to get into the team because you want to get the certificates. Instead, try to get into the team because you want to learn something in a practical sense. Thank you.
Thank you.